Welcome back to another episode of Dual Destinies. It is a new year. It is the same old me. I've said that I think every time we film something for a new year, but this time for sure, it's still me. We're still looking to find things to prove Junie's innocence, to find the truth behind the murder of Professor Court. I am slightly hungover. I had a late night, early morning. It's just another day being an adult who's trying to fit in with the cool people. Okay, right off the bat, something scratched the side of the building? What happened there? Who did that? What would have done that? Was it a transformer? Must have been. Oh, right. People talk.
Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in a garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away.
I commented the last time about how that mascot on the box is ugly. Hey, crime cleaner! Oh, I love crime cleaning simulator. What's it called? Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. I appreciate the crime cleaner part, but I can do without that mascot. That mascot's kind of like scary.
What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I worked so hard for, gone.
What did she do?
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? What are you, an idiot? What are you, a mistake? Failure as a reporter.
Excuse me. Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Listen, she did poorly at her job. Sometimes you just have to accept that you might be a failure. Just get better, get good, so that the people who called you a failure can take it back.
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache.
I thought mache had an accent mark on the E, or the A, or the C, or the H, or the M, or even an exclamation mark there.
I kind of feel responsible for this, but
now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. Yeah, let's take advantage of her. I bet that's what you were just thinking. Oh my god.
What kind of person do you think I am? He read me like a book.
You can't hide anything from either of you guys because you guys have cheating things. Scuttling scuttlebutt.
That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why did you run off like that? Take a look at this.
Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gaviniers logo there.
So, is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burnt up. Don't look at me. I just happened to find it in the incinerator.
Ah, yes, the good old incinerator. Oh, it never fails to make an appearance in every Ace Attorney game somehow.
Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn our box?
We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose.
Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo.
The depths of despair. What is this, a Danganronpa game?
Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. It's too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all of the photos on my PC. I'm really gonna do it. Here goes. 5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Is it still a PC if it's a laptop? A personal computer, a personal laptop? Is it a PL? Shouldn't we stop her, Athena?
Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh, no, my photos. Stop, cancel, abort.
Why was it, well, you were so quick to change your tune?
Did you stop it in time?
Also, why was her computer roaring so loudly at deleting the photos? Not like it's a physical...
Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
How appropriate is the year of the snake this year?
What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right. I know. Like, she doesn't have backups. Come on. Everyone knows the backup things.
Or go bring it to like a geek squad to have them recover it or something. I like how there's that one leaf on the bottom right that's like swaying on the floor and its shadow doesn't follow it. In fact, multiple leaves are like that where the shadows don't follow them. They try their best.
Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts.
Yeah, that'll make you feel better. Oh, Athena, that was cringeworthy.
Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the three of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it.
You think that top right one is a photo? With the speech bubbles and everything? That looks like a photo to you? Or maybe there's more photos than the one that's on the bottom that we just don't see because it's not important? Who are they to decide what's important? I want to see it.
Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here's your newspapers back.
That's because we don't need them anymore.
There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those three for as long as I live. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. I only want to follow them for the rest of their lives. It's just, they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well...
Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second! You're not thinking what I think you're thinking! That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio! How could you possibly know that? Ow! Oh, my hair!
I don't think it would feel very good using paper clips to clip your hair back, but what do I know? I don't have hair. That's one abused laptop.
My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you.
Says who? Did you ask your boss about that? You can't just lend people your laptop. You have confidential information on there.
Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that! Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop.
You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like a good cop, bad cop all rolled into one. Sometimes you just have to make a leap and get people to do a thing that they would never do otherwise because they're too shy.
Fine, I'll do it, if that's all you want. Yay! I'll be by later to bring you the laptop.
Athena, I can't stress enough. You can't just take your work laptop and give it to a high school student. There's confidential information there. The laptop doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the office. You are as a percentage of the office. Ask your boss first. Then you can push your boss into giving it and make him feel guilty because he is also a pushover.
Wait. It's not like I owe you anything. But here. There's a newspaper that you gave me back that I'm gonna give back to you because it's the least I can do. Oh, never mind. It's a photo. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures.
Looks like they're setting up the stage.
Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're yours.
Stage setup photos. Let's look at them more closely once she's done talking to me.
Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
I'm not scary. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next?
Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible.
Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. I am surprised that we're not examining that scuff on the wall, but if we're not going to do that, let's go ahead and examine the photos that we just got because I think there's some things worth noting. So here we have a photo of Mr. Means, Clavier pointing at something, a blurry man in the front, two banners on the floor, a pool of water. Oh, I guess for the plaster to make the sculpture. This is the day of the murder? 10/23 on the 23rd. Yeah, so the day of the murder, Robin had not even built Wright's statue up yet. And she somehow finished it in one night? In a few hours? Is that possible? That seems kind of crazy. Well, let's go to the art room. I didn't remember the art room looking like this, but I also didn't have an idea in my head of what the art room looked like. Why is there so many paintings of Junie?
Well, here it is. The art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking.
Oh my heavens, Bobby! Stop right there. This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice that we're...
Freeze! No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here.
Doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later.
Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to be here yet. I guess because they want us to look for Hugh and Robin, huh? Where would you think they would be at the right anything agency? Is it time? Can we finally get our curry? You know, since the last time I mentioned that I wanted to eat curry, I still haven't eaten curry yet. This year will be different. This year I'll definitely have a curry.
Hey, that's Hugh over there.
Hi. I don't know why, but he looks like he's squinting more than usual. He's not. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've seen him.
Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind.
If it was Mr. Wright, then sure. But you two, meh. Wow, I see. I understand. But like, rude.
I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice.
You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So, what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. Listen, we're trying to help out the girl that you like or whatever. The last thing you should be doing is giving me fucking attitude. You want her to go to jail? You want the girl that you presumably love to go to jail? Stupid dumb bitch. Four-eyed motherfucker. Guy doesn't know how to let go of his damn bow. Guy doesn't know to let go of his hand in his pocket. What are you, cold? What are you, stupid? I'm ripping into him. What has he done? He hasn't done anything to me.
About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you?
Let's just say I had no choice, thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Wow. You're right, but like, mind your business. So, you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here, beans to an end. Oh, the end justifies the beans. I mean, what?
But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor.
I don't. But I think it's also hard because, like, the subtitles wrote out "you're a goner," so it makes it very easy for you to, like, believe that that's what they said. Unless we actually audibly hear it, this could be another case of, what was it, Laurel and that other thing that people hear. You know, that green light thing that was a meme. It wasn't a meme, it was like a trending thing for a bit. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you? Why are you such a dick? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin.
Could Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is gonna take some serious thinking on my part.
We'll find out when we're in court. Probably not today.
It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you?
Should we be concerned? Is he blackmailing you? Don't bring him here! I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to cry in bed. Oh no. Hold. I'm not through with you yet. Why you gotta talk? This is not time. I'm not ready for you. Leave, and we just might discuss you know what. That's exactly what he said. You really are a ranked amateur. Even if that were true, you'd think I'd open up to you.
So he's not denying it.
Well, yeah. How could you deny it? It happened. You saw it. What you witnessed it in court. You can't just be like, nah, it was nothing.
That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin.
You're just wasting your time in mine. Next question. You don't have anything better to do. You're in school when no classes are happening, presumably, because if classes were happening, we wouldn't be able to walk around like this and disrupting people. Court's planner.
About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why does she want to see you?
I have no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me in any way you can.
Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So, why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? Make it easier for me.
The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you solve the case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter.
No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. That's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory.
I see. Very well, Miss Cykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in.
Hugh.
But don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand?
I don't think he actually even likes her. He must have been like ready to confess about something else. Like he must have murdered her mother or something. This is not the actions of a man that supposedly loves a girl. This doesn't make any sense.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends.
And also they were friends too. Let's forget that. No, but they have a proof of friendship.
Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually.
Oh, well, just recently we were talking about how you guys were friends. Why the sudden shift? Because you went to jail?
Where?
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
Oh my god. So the minute you stop loving somebody, you're just gonna throw them down the ditch? You're so fucked up, man.
What? Why?
Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshines and rainbows like you think she is.
What are you saying?
This conversation's over. I said I don't have any little time when I meet. I have to go and fucking close my eyes at the archery club.
Hugh, wait! He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that?
That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow.
Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace.
My god. Oh, okay. Hopefully the police have concluded their investigation.
Alright. We don't really have much time left anyway.
Have we even found evidence? Well, we found like photos. Oh, I get. They're gonna drag me there regardless. Okay. Now, what about Robin? Oh, it doesn't look anything like it, but it does wax nostalgic. Back when I was in college and had art classes. Ha ha ha! Why? If it isn't my little lawyer friends again. Even though I just saw you 5 minutes ago and told you to get the fuck out of here. Welcome back.
Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier.
Don't mention it. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about.
Right. So, this art room was where the murder actually occurred?
Wait, so are you just like okay with us being here now? That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. That seems way too, like, lenient, considering that you didn't even let us, like, look at a thing. But you know what? What am I gonna complain about? I can do things. I can do things with Bobby, Mr. Bobby Fulbright.
Find anything new, Detective Fulbright?
Ha ha ha! Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. Also, I can't help but stare at his top row teeth and think that he's wearing like retainers because there's no lines dividing like the actual teeth, because like sometimes anime just does that, and it's so gray that it looks like retainers and it stresses me out. Does it stress me out? Do people just walk around with retainers? I guess if you're like playing football or like a sport or something, but he's not playing a sport here.
He sure is confident for having found nothing.
But if we're talking outside of the art room, there's been a major breakthrough.
Oh dear! Unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do.
No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one.
Wow, you saw right through me, detective. I'm impressed.
Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really diggity what?
Come on, just tell us already.
Aw, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the result of the voice print analysis back.
Voice print? You mean for the tape recorder?
Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. Do we have like the powers to do something like that? That's crazy. You sure it wasn't AI generated? I wouldn't put it past the police. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Ha 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 ha. Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Cykes.
Yeah, he's the last person I want laughing at me.
But he has such a nice laugh.
So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're a goner," around the time of death. If we were to take this as the truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place.
Ask her! I know she probably won't tell you, but you didn't even try to ask her! Well, I guess now that we have proof of it, she has probably no choice but to say it. Maybe, if she wants to fucking help herself. All that fucking head flailing made my head hurt now. Damn, didn't I just say I was hungover? I'm an idiot. Also, I got like possible good 4 hours of sleep. I'm a buffoon. I'm an absolute daft idiot. I'm not as stupid as Hugh O'Connor, but damn, am I stupid.
A mock trial script on the floor. Nearby an envelope marked Q's. I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rogue et Noir. Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me. I mean, that name sounds kind of cool. You don't know what the content of it would be.
It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring it up into $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever where the end justifies the means.
The prosecution claims that this is a script that was supposed to have been used.
But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
It'd make for a fun case. I mean, it might not be like a good case, but it might be a fun case. A little bit of drama, a little bit of corruption. It's all fun and games if you don't bring it to the real life.
Wow, you have the title memorized already?
I don't know what that reference was.
It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge on top of the statue.
But it's not if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art.
Oh look, it has a title. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Heh, real creative.
Art. Either it's too abstract to understand or as subtle as a sledgehammer. It kind of just reminds me of the flower from Cuphead. A lot of things remind me of that flower. Da 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 da. Good times. Oh, we're zooming in.
Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it.
Oh, how nostalgic. Oh, ceramics class was so fun. Even if I wasn't good at it, it was fun messing with the clay. Oh, the wheel. Oh, how nostalgic. Oh, to be young. And I bet it won't last long. Not with the way she deals with her own work anyway.
Yeah, seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks just like bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it.
Just like bloodstains? And just as we trust, that does look like bloodstains. We better examine it at once. You said the police were done investigating this thing. You telling me you investigated the entire room and you saw a plate that looked like it had red splotches? You didn't want to consider that it might have been bloodstains until we said something about it? I am sure exerting a lot of energy for someone who said they were tired. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big bloodstain is, and then brought over here. At which point, some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. You're in the middle of the room with a dead body, and then you decide to bring her over to the pottery and be like, look at the beautiful pottery! And then what? That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. The closed window? That doesn't look like it's been disturbed at all?
In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then, a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage.
The maintenance area is below this room, and the storehouse there has a mat and a ball cart. I guess I don't know what orientation we're facing. The rope thing is on... What direction is that? The right side. The rope on the right would indicate that that's the side where the stage is, right? Oh, I guess the maintenance area is not the same side of the stage. Okay, so that the window on the left is the maintenance area.
So, even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place.
Well, you're wrong, and I'm just gonna prove it in court.
Great. So you're gonna investigate the blood or whatever? Who is this? This is Hades from Hades, that game. This is, Mozart. And that's the judge, obviously. I can't figure out who this would be. This could be anybody. This could be my mom.
3 busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or a prosecutor.
Oh, I see. That's supposed to be, whatever they said.
The beater one must be the judge, and the bummed out looking one, the defendant.
Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor.
I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think, Apollo, think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go.
I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. If you're like gonna face it based on the direction of how the defense lawyer and the prosecutor point their hands, technically this would be the defense lawyer, right? Because that's the side that we see. Anyway, that's overthinking it. A stool.
There's a paint palette here. No surprise there, considering this is the art room.
Who just leaves a paint palette on the chair like that? Why didn't you clean up? What are you, stupid? Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange. What? What an observation.
I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Oh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave?
What about the blob right next to it? The one with red and green.
Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet?
Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gate? Man, you guys sure are just saying stuff. I know it's to like, you know, it's just like filler, but like, man, you sure are saying stuff, huh? Anyway, this is a cool painting.
Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right there. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
She's so talented. So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. What do you mean? I'm not one for abstract modern art either, but the colors are great and vibrant, and you can tell what it is. I've seen worse. From me!
I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her. And those pity-inducing eyes? Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not gonna question it. Speaking of the girl with the floral hat, picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Are they saying it that way because they've never seen Junie in this outfit? Were they hinting at a future outfit for Junie that she never wore before in front of Athena's face via these paintings? Is that why she doesn't know who it is? Am I stupid? Am I crazy? Is it because I'm hungover? Isn't that clearly Junie?
R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this.
She's so talented. She's so cool. Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but oh my god, how did Apollo recognize her before fucking Athena did?
Oh look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh, I think this is pretty good myself.
I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper.
I bet it would have been really artistic looking.
I feel like I'm like not in the same realm as them. I mean, I'm not because I'm real and they're not, as far as we know. But I feel like I'm going crazy. Who knows? Who knows? Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here. I thought I clicked on the statue, but it looks like I clicked on the bookshelf.
Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one.
The victim, Constant Courts, was the Fine Art Club's advisor, so she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I wager that's how they wound up here. They're not supposed to be read by anyone, right? What's stopping people from like peeking at them when she's like away? She's not in the room the entire time. This isn't her office. Maybe it's because they were rejected that it's okay. I don't know.
Poor, stressed out, overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels.
You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it.
You're one to talk, Apollo.
Me? Oh, what about Mr. Wright? You can't bring him up. He's not here to defend himself.
Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency.
Why don't you guys get your fucking act together? Oh my god, what kind of body flailed around like this?
Hey, this area with the rope around it?
That's where we detect a large blood stain. In short, the victim was stabbed here or somewhere close by.
The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right?
Right, but we were able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all evidence of wrongdoing, and that,
in a nutshell, is justice, right?
Why are you taking his lines for? I'd appreciate if you let me have my cool lines. If I don't talk about justice, then who will? You're taking my job away. This is so distracting.
Hey, look! That's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon.
Oh, this is before they even knew who Guilty the Gillifant. What? Guilty the Elephant? The Elephant? Guilty Lefant? A red demon. Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me. No. See the antenna and the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see it's a ladybug. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine. We can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? Guys, this is not pertinent. Just shut the fuck up. Phony the elephant. Phony the fan. Guilty the fan.
It's a clock. This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate.
You sure? How'd you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch. See?
Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
It has? This is unacceptable. What are the chances that you check that clock at the same time your watch stopped? Is there just like magnetic forces in this room that makes clocks stop? We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, detective?
But
this clock must have been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, then that would perfectly fit with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective.
Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait just 1 minute! The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime?
That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Oh, I know. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there's a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book.
But if you look at the window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
Oh, then what is this moon doing here?
I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon didn't have a bad. But what?
Isn't this the same one as the painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken. La 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 la. One of these things or something, I guess. Probably. I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where the moon in the photo came from in the truth in Junie's testimony.
What? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear.
I'm guessing not the time. You want this thing?
They were still prepping the stage, so his backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right. And around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in the photo? Take a good look.
I'm not gonna question the fact that I had mistakenly said in the last episode that it was flipped. It's not that it was flipped, it's that the moon was on the wrong side on the stage, that's on the right, but then in this photo it shows it's on the left. Oh! No, because they just now were saying that it was a school building on that side, right? I was about to say, I thought the right side in this photo, maybe it was just literally the night sky, and it's just because there's a split in the middle or split behind where court is that you can't see the end of the backdrop. But if they said it's a school building in the front of this window, then wouldn't that indicate you would see windows? I'm not gonna think. If the game doesn't say anything about it, then I'm just gonna think. Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 o'clock when the backdrop was being set in place. So, the art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder.
How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now? He also does not even question the fact that we have these photos that didn't appear until just now in our hands. You're not gonna be like, where'd you get these photos from? We have to make sure that they're actually real. Or, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but...
Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of prosecution's evidence.
It seems kind of crazy that that's something that they just let by, though. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
You're right. I wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Art Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this.
A winch is what they call this thing.
Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reel the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here.
Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue.
So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry. You can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
Ugh, I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Why would it be you? You've never been here until this until this case. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust! It's no use trying to pry more information out of me, having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast. Means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day.
I wonder what the main argument will be about now.
How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh? Does he now?
Detective Fulbright?
Try as you might! I won't say another word about the investigation!
No, I wasn't gonna ask about that. I was just wondering if you've seen Robin.
Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. How is she allowed to be in here but not us? And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall.
Video? What video?
Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. You think? What makes you say that? He just keeps telling us like where we should go. Like, it's okay. We'll get there eventually, Apollo. I know you don't have anything better to say, but it's okay. We'll be okay. Believe in me.